Not what I thought was coming, man. In no world did I expect to hear the wow, wow, like just Brock's music hits. And when you said earlier that this was an open door stadium and sometimes you don't always get the sound,
Right.
I cannot fathom if this would have been inside a dome. It's one of the loudest reactions that I've ever heard in my life. Brock Lesnar appears at the top of the ramp. Michael Cole apparently didn't know about it. Wade Barrett apparently didn't know about it. You get those organic reactions on commentary. Brock looks like the monster that he is. Comes in there, lays waste to Cena, and everybody is left just absolutely stunned.
When we started off, like you said, you piggyback to the announce team. What's their job? And organically, what Cole said was holy shit. And it was
Yeah.
what everybody was thinking. And it was like sometimes that goes lockstep in what you're seeing. And that's where WWE just over delivers. And that's where everything about this was WWE keeping it under wraps. Think what you want about Brock Lesnar. We're not the legal department. You're not the legal
No.
department. Everybody has their own, but what you do in the ring and the reaction you get right there tells you everything you need to know about the WWE and why they are who they are.
Yeah. I mean, Brock just looks like an insane monster. Just an insane
Perfect.
monster
Perfect.
as he ever has. And you have Cena that just went out and put on arguably match of the weekend, 5-star match, if you will, with the face of WWE, passing the torch to Cody Rhodes. He's in there, he's soaking it in. It's this beautiful moment, a part of his retirement tour, only to be spoiled and only for him to now have to stare down Brock Lesnar, who is one of his biggest foes throughout his entire career. And, you know, uh, starting with just that alone, I think this tells us about the end of John Cena's retirement tour. I think we're just getting the hits, Maddie, and I'm kind of okay with it. We've gotten Randy Orton, we've gotten CM Punk, we've got Cody Rhodes. I don't see it. I don't foresee it being a trilogy there with Cody Rhodes. I think this is kind of it for them. Obviously, you had the Ron Killings match, but I don't think we're getting like the outside wonky Joe Hendrys. I don't think we're getting an NXT match. I think we're just getting the hits, and that's completely okay for John Cena's run here.
Yeah, and we've seen him put over Austin Theory. We've seen him put over for younger talent before. And there's a time and a place, but I think we're past that. I think we're now just soaking it in. Like you said, it's the last time is now. So whatever he's doing, it's not about who he's fighting, it's about what he's doing. And I think that's what makes it that much more special. But yeah, Lesnar back, baby. Oh my God. This had to be the best kept secret. You saw Daniel Cormier, the UFC fighter, talking his talk. Like, I love that everybody can be wrong now. Like that's
Yeah,
there is
yeah.
no spoilers. There are no you can't take any of it more than a grain of salt now, and that makes wrestling that much better.
Brock Lesnar represents chaos and unpredictability, which is, I think, exactly kind of what the WWE has going for it. Now, let's touch on Brock for just a second because we're talking about the end of John's retirement tour. But Brock has been gone for so long that he kind of has a new batch of opponents that he
Oh,
can really, take advantage of if he's truly back. And maybe he's just back for John Cena. That's absolutely positive. Brock isn't a spring chicken either. So he could just be back as a part of this retirement tour, but he has a Gunther. He has a Braun Breaker. He has all of these other people that he hasn't had the opportunity to work with. It's a chance to see Brock in some fresh matchups and a chance for Brock to eventually put over some of this younger talent as well.
yeah, absolutely. Like we're at a good place storyline wise. For a guy, you're gonna get what you get every 2 months, a Raw every month. You're gonna get parts, but there's a lot of opportunity here, whether it is a Braun Breaker or a Jay Uso or these different talent, whether heel, face, like there's not a lot of people like Brock Lesnar, just the intensity and just the
Right.
believability of just what he is. And he's an ass kicker. He said it. Like he plays that part to a T.
Whew. All right, I think we've got there, but I will ask, you got anything to wrap up SummerSlam weekend?
Yeah, my strongest takeaway. I think this might go down in history. Obviously, what this is the first 2 night
It
SummerSlam.
is. Yep.
I think I'd put these two main events up against almost any SummerSlam main event ever.
Sure. Sure.
I think I might even, like you said, match of the year. I think these two main events might be better than anything we've seen in the last year time frame.
You can talk me into either one. I mean, that's
Yeah,
just where I'm at. Like, I can't nitpick. They're so different. You know what I mean? Obviously,
yeah,
they both have the surprise endings, if you will, that aren't technically the match, but are kind of. It's the way that John Cena and Daniel Bryan kind of happened way back when, and then Randy Orton comes back to take away the moment for Daniel Bryan. They're both kind of in that same vein, and they're so different as the match type itself. You could talk me into either one of them being match of the year. I'm so curious now to see who John's last opponent's going to be, who Brock's next opponent's going to be. Like, I, WWE did a great job in terms of the ending of this PLE. Do you think, Maddie, night two over night one overall?
yes. It's tough. Yeah, just a TLC match, Dom and AJ, and this. Yeah, you got to put it over.
Yeah, it's night two for me. It's pretty cut
Yeah,
and dry. Night two is a little bit better than night one. I'll leave you with this. Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar ran a poll on Twitter. I was surprised to see how close it was. Who had the bigger surprise? Who had the bigger impact? It was about 55-45 in favor of Seth Rollins over on Twitter, which you can find us at WrestleMats. What do you think, though, Maddie? Bigger impact, bigger surprise, Seth Rollins or Brock Lesnar?
mm. I mean, dude, I'd say Rollins just off the injury spot and the way he played it, where
Okay.
even before he, we knew we were going to get Lesnar back eventually. Like it's going to happen. What did
Yeah.
I see it at SummerSlam? No, but for Seth Rollins to play the injury angle, something we've never seen to that T, and then for him even to point at the briefcase and point at his knee, and then like you said, he walks back like
Mhm.
he's like teasing us, and then the way through the crutches, to me, that's right up there with the Cena heel turn as moment of the year.
I'll split the difference. I'll cop out a little bit here. I'll say that Lesnar himself was the
No,
bigger surprise, and I'll say that Seth Rollins was the bigger impact because he's just going to have the more. He's going to be the face of the
yeah,
programming more than Brock is, and that's just the way. I mean, Brock's not all of a sudden taking up a full time schedule. You know what I mean? So Seth Rollins bigger impact,
yeah.
Brock Lesnar biggest surprise.